Alright, so you got questions about fish. Who do you go to? Do you go to Lil Tommy down at the fish store? What about going online checking out some fish forums? Facebook? YouTube? Maybe the guy at the big box store knows what he's talking about. I know. My Uncle Louie had an aquarium one time 20 years ago. Guys, today we're going to be talking about fish clubs, fish societies, or FishTube, which is basically the aquarium's branch of YouTube. I'm going to be going over pros and cons of the two. Which one would be the best for you to get your aquarium information?
Can you dig it?
So I've enlisted the help of some of my friends to help me get this point across. Which is the best place to get your aquarium information? FishTube or fish aquarium societies, your local aquarium societies. But before I get into it, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the notification bell so that you can get all the content that I have to put out as soon as I put it out. I'm going to be going over a bunch of things that a lot of you might find pertinent. All right, so let me know if this scenario seems familiar to you. Something cool happened in your aquarium last night, and you just got to tell everybody because everybody wants to know what's going on in your aquarium, right? You get to work, you hijack your co-worker's ear, and you get to talking, and all of a sudden, this is what you get. All right, so he's still hanging around, so you continue.
I'm so tired.
He might seem a little bored right now, but that's because you haven't got to the really good part.
Go away.
Now, here's about the time you realize, oh no, I'm a fish nerd. It's right about the time you get this look. So where I'm gonna go where I'm not a social outcast. Okay, so all the friends that I have me help out are pretty avid fish nerds. I'm okay to say that. And I'm sure they're okay to, for me to say it too. So I'm gonna go ahead and play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna be the guy who's pro FishTube. Let's talk about FishTube. Let's talk about some of the pros of FishTube. One of the biggest pros is that no schedule. You can watch when you want to watch. You can watch as much as you want to watch or as little as you want to watch, and it's free. You can watch all different types of content, all different types of personalities. You can watch it from the comfort of your own couch. A lot of people watch it on the toilet. The toilet! You can make foul comments without anybody really knowing who you are or have any repercussions, or you can make nice comments. Okay, and in my opinion, there are two huge flaws with FishTube. The first one being it's addictive. You get started watching one thing and you end up looking on how to refurbish your car seats. It's ridiculous. But the biggest number one flaw that FishTube has is that none of the information is vetted. I'm not vetted. I didn't have to fill out a questionnaire. I didn't have to show any credentials. I just had to put aquatics at the end of my name, and boom, I'm an authority on aquariums. Now let's talk about fish clubs or fish society. They're all over the world. There's one near you, at least hours away probably, and there's a whole lot of benefits to that. And there is some cons. But to talk about some of the benefits, I want to talk about one of the huge benefits is I just mentioned that no one is vetted on FishTube. You don't have to fill out a questionnaire. You don't have to answer anything. You just, boom, you're automatic superstar. Whereas in aquarium clubs, they have speakers. These speakers are vetted. You can actually see them. You can shake the hand. You can press flesh. Stop thinking about what you're thinking about. I have a friend of mine who happens to love guest speakers at fish clubs. Her name is Susie Q from Susie Q Aquatics, and this is what she has to say about guest speakers.
Susie Q here, and I want to tell you a little bit about what I love about my Bucks County Aquarium Society. One, wow, I could go on forever talking about all the different things I like about them, but one of my favorite things is the speakers that they get in. They get some amazing speakers from all over the world. We have people who have gone collecting, had fish named after them, wrote books, still write articles for the magazines. We got knowledgeable people in charge of companies. It's absolutely amazing. And we get hobbyists that have been in the hobby a couple decades that bring some amazing experience to the table. We have so many like Dr. Ted Coletti, Mark De Niro, Jim Cumming, Gary Jones. Kevin Kelly came and was talking about the aquascaping. Joshua Weigart. And guess who's coming up soon? Mo Devlin. I've heard that name before, but basically because Scott talks about him a lot from King and Queen Cichlids. He talks about Mo Devlin, so I'm real excited. I can't wait to hear what his speak is about. I always get so much out of it. Our president did a speak about the water quality, and she covered every aspect of it. So whether you're old head, new head, there's so much to learn, so much to share. It's kind of like how I would envision how YouTube meets OG. I love it. Now, trust me, I try to get OG to come to YouTube, but sometimes you just got to go to OG. I feel very blessed that Bucks County Aquarium Society is in my county. Love it. I absolutely love it. Thanks, Aquafunk. I could talk about my club all night long.
Another pro to aquarium clubs is a pro that a lot of broke people are attracted to, like myself and my friend Rob93 from Rob93 Aquatics. Now, Rob93 Aquatics has a problem. He needs to seek help. It's auctions. You could get incredible fish from incredible breeders, knowledgeable breeders, for cheap. You know, you're auctioning, you're bidding. It gets exciting, you know what I mean? The only problem with that is you got to know when to stop.
Oh, you want to talk about fish club auctions? Fish club auctions? No, seriously. Fish club auctions? It's like Ellen Iverson talk about practice. Fish auctions are so deadly to any fish keeper, fish hobbyist, anyone that's interested in any kind of aquatic life. Fish club auctions are some of the funnest times at the end of a fish club meeting. And depending on how you look at it, could be depressing as well, depending on how much you spend at that auction. Fish club auctions make you want to buy everything that is in that particular area or room once you see everything. But whatever I so happen to win in the auction, I know is going to help benefit the fish club because that money will go towards the fish club. But now the hardest thing at a fish club auction is not bidding on what is up on the table. And 9 times out of 10, you will bid what is up on that table because it's good quality at a low price. If you haven't got a chance to go out to a fish club and get into a fish auction and see what the atmosphere is about, I highly recommend it.
All right, so now I'm gonna have a friend of mine, Scott from King and Queen Cichlid, give a little bit more of his personal opinion. Scott's an interesting person to get an opinion on this because not only is he a YouTuber, a fish tuber, but he's also a founder and former president of an aquarium society, and he has a unique experience being part of the two. Not only is he a fish tuber and a founding president, but he's also very active in a bunch of other fish type associations. So let's see what he has to say.
Hi guys, my name is Scott McLaughlin from King and Queen Cichlids, and I have been invited by Jason, aka Aquafunk, to give you a few words on my thoughts about the importance of fish clubs. And I'm sure Jason's probably yawning right now when I get ready to say this, but because he's heard it 100 times, if not more. I am the proud creator of the Cichlid Club of York here in Pennsylvania, York, Pennsylvania. I created that club back in 2010. And it has been going strong for the last 10 years. It was important for me as someone who is a huge Central and South American cichlid lover to create a club to bring people together, not only just because I wanted to talk to other same fish-minded people, but I also wanted to broaden my chances of being able to get fish that I couldn't find at my local fish stores. But I thought it was important that I tried to put a club together that would get together once a month on Saturdays. I would bring fish in, we would do fish exchange, and later I got to the point where when I was able to bring in speakers. So that became very important to me because those speakers were giving us education and teaching us how we could become better hobbyists. And isn't that what we all want? YouTube should not be as important as fish clubs. YouTube's great. You can stay at the house. You know, some people have health conditions or can't get out of the house. They don't have transportation. So the ability to click on YouTube and watch someone speak about their fish experience or share what they know, their knowledge, is a great media to go to. However, if you are able to get out to a fish event or a fish club, I would hugely recommend it, because that's when you actually get to be neck and neck, elbow to elbow with people of like mind who have various degrees of experience. You get to do stuff hands-on at these fish club events or fish club meetings. You get to actually hear speakers talk and get to meet them personally, ask questions one-on-one that you may not feel comfortable leaving in comment sections on YouTube. It's just a better overall experience obviously to meet someone in person and to hear them in person speak, as opposed to watching them on your TV or your computer. So I am probably what some people would consider a dinosaur now that I'm in my 50s. I have had the pleasure of working for the American Cichlid Association and CARES, and I have always believed that fish clubs are one of the most important parts of the hobby for those people wanting to be successful hobbyists. Too many times people get into the hobby without really understanding what all it takes to be successful, and by definition successful means to me that your fish live a long and happy life. So I'm sure I've taken up more time than I was allowed for. I'm sure Jason is rolling his eyes right now saying I should have never asked this guy to answer this question, but I do appreciate Jason letting me be a part of this program.
Okay, so here's some of my cons when it comes to fish clubs. Like I said, I was going to be playing devil's advocate on this. Well, let's start out with the schedule. Schedules sometimes, usually once a month, on a weekday, and sometimes that's hard to get. I'll be 100% honest with you, I forget a lot of the times. I'm so busy, and honestly, if it's not right outside my door, it's hard to find time. I know it's one day a month that you should be able to, schedule, but with my daughters, that's a toughie. Another downfall is, or con, would be cliques. A lot of these aquarium societies, the members have been together for a very long time. They have each other's phone numbers, they know each other's families, they eat dinners together. So when you're new coming into a aquarium society, you kind of get a little bit of a feeling that you're unwelcome sometimes. I don't, for lack of a better term, who's this guy, and I could understand that. It's a little cliquey, and it's difficult to get in with the guys or girls. So that's a very uncomfortable feeling, not being welcomed into something like that when you're looking to be a part of something. What is another downfall? Oh yes, aquarium society individuals, members, huge fish nerds. They like to speak in jargon. A lot of times, you hear Latin phrases and Latin terms. So if you're new coming into the hobby and you're looking to up your game, and you go to aquarium society, you might feel overwhelmed with all the techno babble the technical babble that they might be spitting at you. I personally believe that FishTube can benefit from all that experience and knowledge that a lot of these aquarium society people have. I also believe that the aquarium society could benefit with the word I'm looking for is delivery method.
Don't judge me.
That FishTube has. If there could be a way that we can get fish clubs to have, each fish club to have their own individual FishTube channel, it would counteract some of the misinformation that's being put out on FishTube. So I really believe that FishTube and aquarium clubs really need to merge. And if you really want to know how to up your game and get that good information that you're needing, you go to your fish club. You learn everything you can from these people, and go to FishTube and make your own decision on who it is that you would like to follow based on what they say, how they say, and their consistency of what they're talking about. Because unfortunately, sometimes FishTubers have a tendency, unfortunately, because of trends, to blow in the wind with what they have to say and what they're about. Fish clubs, on the other hand, pretty much straightforward, stern in their message, but unfortunately, sometimes being too single-minded could cut you out of the future. So, my personal opinion, both. Watch your favorite FishTuber, go to your local fish club. You'll be a better Aquarius for it, and that's my time. And like always, hold up, wait a minute! I'm supposed to be hyping up FishTube, and in my opinion, I didn't do a very good job about that. I was trying to be in the middle of the road, but forget that. Look, I dare your next speaker at your local fish club do this. I bet they can't. What if they did this? Maybe this? No, but seriously though, if you're looking for a place for information, you can't go wrong on either two. There's pros and cons with everything. And I know a lot of fish club members that have been around since the dawn of fish clubs ever starting in the first place are really reluctant. But it's fun over here, the fish tube side. Come on over, Fish Club. There's room for everybody. Come on. You know you want to do it. You know it. And like always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your fish.